Hello everybody, welcome to a new episode of Jazz Juice and Jam. I'm your host, Kendrick Smith. Of course, you can see we got a little bit of a different format going on. Bach is cool, my brother Bernard, he's fine. We're just, he had some other things he needs to take care of, so hopefully be back on the next one. So it's a little bit solo dolo today, but it's still going to be a great show, jam-packed with a bunch of things, and we're going to actually do things a little bit different, guys. Today we're going to start with the current events. We got a lot of them, so we're going to get right into them. Of course, you all know our first subject of topic has to be the state of things with the pandemic. With things still being relatively closed, many musicians are still out of work, which means that they've had to go to get 9-to-5 jobs, which, believe it or not, has caused quite a bit of controversies. Many employees are trying to figure out what the term cats mean, whether it's a positive or a negative thing. Leave it to jazz musicians. What does actually cats mean? Do you guys know what cats mean? I don't. We just say it. I mean, jazz cats? Is it like the Aristocats cartoon? I don't know. In other news, great pianist Robert Glasper celebrated a birthday. When asked, what would you like for your birthday, Robert? He simply said that he wished you guys would stop DMing him for charts. You gotta stop. All the rants on Instagram is like, it's a little bit much. It's a rant every week. So yeah, learn the tunes. Or ask for charts. On a serious note, in local news, we have a great festival that is sponsored by myself, along with the Kranzberg Foundation, Jazz St. Louis, and the radio station we have here, WSIE 88.7. This fundraiser festival is dedicated to a great initiative that I have of keeping our scene alive. It's raising money towards venues that are in danger of closing or otherwise, and also some money will be going towards definitely some musicians heavily affected by the pandemic. We are having all-star cast. It's called the All-Star Jazz Fundraiser Festival for a reason. Over 25 musicians, 5 groups, safely distanced, of course, on the stage. We'll be on the stage under the great tent at the dark room. And if you all want more information on that, it will be in the description. So, everything that you need will be in there. I hope to see you all there. Even if you're not able to come, please donate. Well, we'll have a GoFundMe on the Facebook page that you all can go to. And please donate to try to keep our scene alive. Of course, if you don't know, definitely check it out. But many of the venues that we love and cherish has closed. And here in the St. Louis metropolitan area, we want to keep things alive, and we want to keep the musicians going as well. So hope to see you there. I'll be there all day. And enjoying every moment of it. All right, so now that that's out the way, I'm excited, for the next part of the show, which is my favorite part. This is Jazz Juice and Jam. So this is the portion where I like to call Guess That Juice. So, did you all guess the juice by chance? I'll give you a hint because obviously there are only so many jazz songs named out of juices. I know, So I'll give you all a hint of what the fruit is. It's a type of berry, right? And so you got to think about what song we played combined with the type of berry. If you can guess what it is, I'll definitely make sure to include you in the musician mashup on the next show. But you guys have to guess. And I know many people like to guess on the Facebook page. We have now a new group Facebook page. Go to Jazz Juice and Jam, and there you can leave your comments of what you think the juice is. All right. Now, moving on. It's time for the albums that I feel you should be checking out. Stick around. All right, everybody, welcome back. This is the album that I've been checking out that I think would be cool. Definitely, maybe some people don't really know about it that much. This one is called, it's by the great Branford Marsalis. It's called Scenes in the City. This is a very, very early record of Branford's, if not his first record. I'm not sure. I have to go actually dig in the archives on that. But it's a great record featuring an all-star cast. I mean, it's definitely that early great late 80s, early 90s swing. You have Jeff Tain Watts on drums. You have Kenny Kirkland on piano. You even have Mogul Miller on piano. Trinette Moffin. Let's go. Ron Carter's on bass on some of these guys, and Marvin Smith is on drums. I mean, Branford even does vocals at some point on this. This is a great record. It swings, it has poetry notions, it has hip hop, actually nods to it as well. If you guys haven't checked this record out, I mean, look at this. Here, I'll show you the design of the album cover. It's beautiful. All Branfords, not Narcissist at all. I actually love it though. Different color suits, different color ties. The many different shades of Branford. Scenes in the City, y'all. And if you haven't, I got this record. By the way, I got this record around Christmas time. My mom bought it for me, and I hadn't heard it in so long. I have been kind of just playing it kind of constantly, and I got a record player now, so I definitely play it on that. But I'm sure you all can find it on Spotify, wherever you get music. I mean, music is kind of everywhere now, for the better or the worse, right? But definitely get a chance to check out Scenes in the City. You will not be disappointed. If you love swing, if you don't, you still gonna love this. It's great. Branford's it's top of his game here, so definitely check it out. Yeah. All right, moving on along. It's time for the next portion of our show. It's time for the controversies, y'all. So today, in its controversial topic, this is going to be more of a narrative topic. It's about one of the worst gigs that I ever had. I'll never forget it. It was about, I don't know, maybe 8 years ago or something to that effect. I might have been 21, 22. Anyway, I was still young, but, just getting started out there with my own group, and I was playing at this place called the Premier Lounge, right? And it was a great opportunity. It was a lot of seasoned veterans out there watching us play. They had been, listening to Miles Davis live, Coltrane live, and they weren't afraid to tell you when you were playing the tunes wrong. So it was definitely a great place for a young man such as myself to cut my teeth on, right? Anyway, to make a long story short and a short story long, I needed a bass player. My bass player couldn't make it. And I got referred to this cat. And as you all know, many musicians know, when you get referred to somebody, you're a little nervous, especially if you don't know him. So I called the guy. He said he could do it. So he showed up to the gig. Now, he said he could do the gig. I told him what it was. Showed up to the gig, guys, and I kid you not, couldn't play hardly anything. I think all he knew was a blues in summertime. And, to that, I mean, I instantly panicked. I'm just gonna be honest with you, right? What would you do in that situation? Because nobody looks at the members; they always look at the band leader. So I was trying to figure out what to do, and I was nervous and trying to just say, well, let's try this tune. And I actually pulled out charts for him to try to make him read it. It was just a nutty gig, and I was nervous, and I thought it was just terrible, right? The audience is looking, everybody's quiet, that when nobody's talking, after the tunes, you're like, oh man. But it was a great learning experience also. Like, you guys, the gig was so bad, the guy gave me the money back when I paid him after the gig. But it was such a great learning experience for me because it taught me a couple different lessons. One, try to be sure of who you're hiring. Two, you have to be able to be strong no matter who's on stage. And I learned later what I could have done was just play to his particular strengths. If he knew a blues, how many different ways can you play a blues? Fast, you can play a slow blues, Latin, in different keys and different time signatures with different grooves. I was just so stuck as we get as musicians, so stuck in doing my thing my way that I really did not think about how I could make the show work with no matter who I had, which was a great lesson. And I'll never forget also the third lesson that I learned from my great teacher, Hamia Blewett, who's no longer with us, is that you have to be comfortable to be able to play by yourself. That if all else fails, you're strong enough to where just you is good enough. And you'll never worry about anybody else or who you have on stage with you again. And it wasn't until I did more solo saxophone gigs that I became comfortable that way. I just wanted to share that story with you all because I think many young musicians like myself, as you're going out there now and you're trying to, start as a leader or work together as sidemen, there are times that the music doesn't quite work out. I mean, let's be honest, the tunes get sorry. But what do? Nobody talks about what do you do when the music gets bad. It's just always play great. But there are times that things are out of your control. And I think it's important, guys, or young ladies, musicians, cats, there's that word again, cats. I think it's important to play to your strengths, right? Definitely. I think the more you play to your strengths, the more you'll be happy and the more the audience will enjoy it. There was somebody even after that gig, believe it or not, that said they loved what we played. I don't know how, but that's what they said. They said, I enjoyed, look, I know it was a little rough at some places, but I really enjoyed it. I was like, wow, okay. And that's who matters at the end of the day, right, guys? And girls, I gotta get that guys out. That's who really matters, is that, the people you're playing for. Those are the ones that you're feeding. Those are the ones that you are, trying to make their day better, right? So, the worst gig ever also was one of the greatest learning experiences. And things tend to go that way, the bad with the good with the bad. Yeah. So, that being said, we're going to move on to our next segment, which really, is exciting to me. The best part of the show, if we're honest. Talked about jazz, drinking juice. Oh, that's good. Nice and sweet. And now we're moving on to the jam part. I hope you all are ready. have had a good time. It seems like it was a shorter show, but still, nevertheless, it was a great time to talk with you all. I want to thank everybody for participating and making this show work. Decided to make it a little bit fancier. We might bring this back to the show. Let me know in the comment section how you feel about the suit. Do you like it like this, or you rather us be more classic? We'll see. I'll do what I want to do anyway. But we'll see. Let us know. I want to once again thank you all so much for tuning in every time we post. I really appreciate all the views, all the loves, all the comments. Really appreciate all the love, and it helps us to keep going. Hope to bring you a bigger, grander show each time we do this, and maybe somebody to talk with us too next time. Who knows? Thank you all so much. Have a great day. Stay safe and be blessed. Amen. Let's go home.